Let's let's rock and roll. Welcome to Woo Wednesdays. I am your hostess with the mostest, Mojo Medium, as usual. I am leading the next generation of spiritual guides to raise humanity up into the new paradigm of the divine feminine, which is exciting. So if you are interested in joining my courageous, outrageous society of mothers, no progeny required, then please get in touch with me at mojomedium.com. All right. So hello, Candy. Welcome. I'm glad to see you today. I think you know, I before I saw your happy face and your cute hat, I was thinking I was not feeling in a very good mood. I'm just kind of irritated about several things. And, I don't know if anybody knows that I used to live in Houston. And our recent mayor, Sylvester Turner, was elected to Congress in the last election. And so he served about 2 months. And then last night he died. And apparently he appeared at the speech in the Capitol. It wasn't a State of the Union. I don't get that. But anyway, so that's just kind of sad that Mayor Turner died, Representative Turner died. And I think he took Sheila Jackson Lee's seat, and she was a Texas icon and a force. So anyway, all of that, and I'm just not happy with having our country go down the tubes. And I suspect that it's so that it can be handed over to Russia. We'll just be part of Russia. That'll be fine. And let Ukraine go and take the US instead. Welcome to hell. So I'm kind of feeling like that. However, that doesn't change my feeling, my knowing, my divine psychic sense that we are really, this is just the most critical part, where not critical, that's not right, where it could go either way. It's not going to go either way. It's going to go towards the divine feminine. But this is like the last battle, the darkest before the dawn kind of a thing. And so I'm holding on to that and trying to spread that around, and also just remember to love, love, love. And I don't know if you know this, Candy, because I don't think anybody knows this except on TikTok. I have sort of a little sign off, and that is y'all fight nice. And this comes from, which is my non-Jesus-y way of saying love one another. Boy, it's still Jesus-y. It's paraphrasing Jesus. So when I was a little kid, my next door neighbor, Lisa Bull, and I were best friends. And she may not appreciate me telling you her name. No, she's probably okay with that. She hadn't been that name in a very long time. Anyway, we did everything together. We were best friends. We played all the time. Well, one time, her mom, Miss Jimmy, she looked out the window that was overlooking the side yard where we were playing, and she saw that she said, y'all were just kicking at each other. She was from East Texas. Y'all were just kicking at each other, like kicking at each other. I don't know what you were doing. So I just opened the window. I said, y'all fight nice. And you stopped. And she loved to tell that story. And she was so cute about that. And she was so proud of herself. And I think y'all fight nice is a good way to do it, because we're fighting for, excuse me, the new paradigm. But at the same time, we're doing it with love. So fighting with love, not fighting with hate, not fighting with anger, fighting with love. And that may seem incongruous, but too bad. Y'all fight nice. Okay, let's start with the good news only angel card, because God knows we need one. So these good news only fortune telling cards were cards that I was inspired to create when some people would ask me what terrible thing is going to befall me when they found out I was a psychic medium. Okay, one card jumped out. Okay, so I was inspired years ago to create these good news only fortune telling cards. And each one has just a word or phrase that can only be good news. And the main thing about this is it is to strengthen your look for the good muscle, because as you know, if you look for the bad, you find it. And if you look for the good, you're going to find more of that. And your brain's already taken care of looking for the bad. Believe me, constantly on the lookout for danger and anything that is different and scary. So you don't have to, but you do have to think good thoughts and think about good things and anticipate good things if that's what you want to find. And why wouldn't you, right? All right, so I've shuffled the deck. I'm going to cut the cards. Now, one did jump out. This one jumped out. This one is the one that I pulled. So I'm going to do this one first, and then we'll do the other. Okay. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. Ooh, I think I was singing the harmony on that. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, happy days. I think that is to or Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Okay. So I really feel like it is happy days. Like it's just validating what I was saying earlier that yeah, we can look forward to a break in the craziness and an indication that we are going towards peace and prosperity and connection and community and hallelujah. All right. That's a good one. I'm glad I pulled that one. This is interesting. Now, this is the one that jumped out. This one says divine timing. And this is interesting because somebody said divine timing to me a couple of days ago. And it's something I've always said that I believe in divine timing, but I've been thinking lately about I'm not sure how that fits in with quantum physics, which I don't know if that matters, if it maybe it just matters according to your own the divine within you and your timing on what you want to have happen. So that's I thought, okay, so let me tap into this for you. This is again, these are things to look forward to in the next few days to a week. And this is for you whenever you might see this. So if you're seeing this in 2026, there you go. All right. But this does have a real global kind of feeling to me. So divine timing. Okay. So this is your own, this is looking forward to your own concept of what divine timing means. And it feels like it's going to be like something that comes along, something good that comes along that you're like, well, I could have used this, a month ago, but oh, it's a good thing it happened now and not a month ago. Okay. So it's going to be really obvious to you when this good thing happens and you'll be like, oh, okay, good, good, good. This is good. I'm so glad that it waited, the good thing. And it could be any good thing that you've been waiting for. Okay. Okay. So I don't have a topic chosen today. I have some things I can talk about. I just thought of something. So here's what's going on with me, and we'll see what's going on with you. Um, I have been working on several things. Uh, I've started writing a new book, and it's going very well, and I'm very pleased with it. But I'm not, I have ADHD, and that means that things are exciting until they're not. And I am excited about it and I do want to get back to it, but I haven't found time to write this week. In fact, on Monday, I felt like I needed a day off. And my husband had been out of town. He had just come home and I wanted to spend time with him. And so I took Monday off. And Mondays is when I usually go to a sort of a co working group where we all write whatever we're working on. And it's really, really helpful for me and my ADHD. It's really helpful for me to just have somebody writing and I'm writing too, and they're all writing and there's a timer and I'm going to write for 45 minutes and I get shit done. And so that's very helpful. At the same time, I am putting the finishing touches on an old ebook. Now, if you have my ebook, the super easy meditation guide for people who can't meditate, I have a bit for years. I mean, I published it in paperback years ago. And so for years, I've just been sending the PDF that became that book to people as an ebook. And it's honestly, I went back to edit it and it's crap. It's just really bad. I mean, the concept is good, but I don't like the way that I wrote it at all. And so it's been fun to redo, and I'm almost done with it. I've redesigned it. In fact, I will share it with you. I will show it to you right now because it is cool. I've just got it in a PowerPoint right now. So hang on, hang on. You're going to get a sneak preview. You saw it here first. Okay, let's share this. Here we go. So I'm very pleased with the graphics and the look of it. And I'm also pleased with the rewriting. I've still got a few finishing touches, like I need to put a few more graphics in it. But I'm pleased with the design overall. And there we have all the little things there. And so it teaches you how to meditate in a few pages. And then there's a few things like this. So this is the last page. Show me the last page. Come on, baby. Oh, this is next to last. And then this is the last page. So I'm very pleased with it overall. It, like I said, it needs a few tweaks and finishing touches, but it's just about ready to go. If you would like to get that, I'll probably be sharing it at no charge for right now, since it's kind of like newly redone, or I might set it up for $1 or $5 or something like that. So be sure you're on my mailing list. Go to mojomedium.com and sign up for Woo Wednesdays. You can always email me at mojomedium@gmail.com. So that's a very cool thing. Okay, but that wasn't what I was talking about. I was talking about these writing projects. I have another book, Channel One, that has needed a re-edit. Now, Candy, who's here with us today, just told me that she's very good at proofreading, and I'm pretty excited because I'm very good at proofreading also, but I don't like doing it. And not only that, but it's best to have 2 or 3 people do the proofing and then proof it again. I mean, it's one of those crucial things when you're doing a book. So I have finished the big re-edit. It was very heavy re-edit. And then I have started the design and layout of it. And so that's another big project that I'm excited about, and it's going on. And, in the meantime, I'm doing all this other stuff. I'm starting the Courageous, Outrageous Society of Mothers, as I mentioned at the top of the show. And so that is, it's a lot of preparation. There's a lot of preparation for that, not only with what I'm going to do in the group, but also to get the beta testers lined up. We're going to start next week, I hope. And then there's always networking, and there's this and that. I've got a speaking engagement next week, and it's online, and the person who's hosting it, she wants to do sort of like a dry run today. So I'm not gonna do the whole talk, but I'm not sure what she wants to do, but I'm happy to do that with her. And then networking, and today I'm very, very fortunate to be getting a like an abundance realignment kind of a thing. I'm not sure exactly what she does. She's kind of this lady's kind of starting out with this, or I don't know. She's been around not real long time. Anyway, so she offers this way of retraining your brain in abundance and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, sounds good to me. So there's all this stuff going on, and then not to mention, of course, there's just personal stuff. Spending time with the family that I now live near, and keeping up with everything that you have to do, that we all have to do. Um, Being with my family is a pleasure, but there's also like my mom, if she has to go to the doctor, then I go with her, and things like that. So it's just when you pile on top of all of that, the garbage out of DC, I'm just feeling a little bit unsettled, let's say unsettled. And I'm doing my meditations, I'm doing the affirmations that I love to do. And yeah, we could talk about that. Sure. I can share that with you. You can tell I'm like getting things in my ear. Oh yeah, okay. Um, so I am doing what I can do. I'm also journaling, and I'm really trying to stay sort of centered. And it's proving difficult. This is a difficult time to be able to do that. So let me pull up that affirmations worksheet, and we'll go over that. And I think that's what we're going to do today. It's kind of cool. Okay, let me find it. I'll pull it up for you. Pardon me. Affirmations. There we go. Come on, open up. There we go. And now we can share that. La, da, 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 da. I am not crazy about this, the Adobe reader. I really prefer it to come up on Google, but It came up this way, so it came up this way. All right. Affirmations obviously are phrases or sentences you repeat to get an idea to sink into your subconscious. And it's not just us woo folks who use them either. Therapists and self-help leaders often recommend them as well. And no doubt you have heard the first affirmation created in the late 19th century by psychologist and philosopher Émile Coué. He did experiments with the power of positive thinking, basically. Tous les jours à tout point de vue, je vais de mieux en mieux. And I love to say that because it's so cool in French because it rhymes. But in English, it is every day and every way of getting better and better. And of course, you've heard that. And you can use that. I mean, it's a really good affirmation. Coué's affirmation is what I call a general affirmation. And we'll get to more about the general and specific in a sec. My parents, even in the 70s, they had taped bits of paper with affirmations onto their bathroom mirror. And that way they would see those affirmations at least once or twice a day. And they probably read that in a self-help book of the day. Who knows? Maybe it was in I'm okay, you're okay, or what color's your parachute? I don't know. And if you can remember those books, you're at least as old as I am. So, but for a long time, I personally felt like affirmations were some kind of ritual, and I didn't like rituals. And then one day I drew an angel card that recommended affirmations, and I was just like, affirmations, bleh. And I heard a clear and kind angel voice that said, affirmations are about affirming, not about ritual. And I was like, oh, this is so nice. So I think some of my divine downloads have gotten a little more sophisticated than that, but not necessarily. And they're all good, whether they're sophisticated or not, doesn't really matter. Okay, so I learned and trial and errored and divine downloaded how to create effective affirmations to make positive changes in my life and even help me to manifest experiences, relationships, and material things. And I will give you one of probably the most powerful one that I can give you that really, really actually is the simplest, fastest, most powerful way to manifest, no matter what you want. Okay. When applied in the right way, meaning they won't do you any harm without my method, but you'll get better results if you know what you're doing. So affirmations should all have the same basic structure. The 3 P's, present, positive, and proud. So make sure it's in the present tense, not I will or I won't, and not anything that's not like right now. Say I am or I do or I have. Okay. Positive meaning no negatives, not I won't, not I don't, not, oh, today I am not nervous. Yeah, okay. That means you are because your Bruniverse, your brain plus the universe, they don't recognize that. They don't know the difference between the truth and a lie. And so you have to say positively. And yes, it matters because and no matter what language you're speaking, you need to have it that way so you can manifest and you can affirm and you can create what you want. Okay. And then proud. Now, number 3 is proud. And the proud thing came to me at some point when I was, oh God, this was years ago. I was meditating or maybe journaling or something. I think I was meditating. And I said something like, I don't remember what it was, something like, I just want to have enough, which is very common. We all like, people will tell me, I just want to have enough. I want to be enough. And we see these things that you are enough. Okay. Yes. But isn't plenty so much better than enough? I go for plenty, never settle for less than plenty. So the message I got at that moment when I was thinking about something that was enough or that was something, or at least this much, then the message came in like, stop being so humble. Stop being so humble. Go ahead and be proud. Go ahead and ask for all you want and more. There's no shame in that. There's no problem with it. And this goes back to our worthiness issues where we're taught to be humble and not to be greedy, right? Don't be greedy. You don't need more than enough. That's all you need. You're not even enough yourself. You're not pretty enough. You're not smart enough. You're not whatever, right? So this is all the crap that life hands us as humans in today's world. So be proud. And there's no shame in that. Absolutely no shame. Just be proud and say, yes, I want $10 million. Or I have $10 million if you're affirming. Okay. Make sure every affirmation is stated in the present tense, like my new car is amazing, or I'm confident and self-assured. Positive, don't say I feel confident every day, not I will not worry today. La 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 la, proud, we went over that. Okay, let's talk about the 2 different kinds of affirmations, the general and the specific and their purposes. So general ones are just that, like the Kuwait example. And then a couple of other examples are I am rich and I am worthy. Yes, I am. You can sing that to the tune of, I had forgotten about this. You can sing that to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. I am rich and I am worthy. Yes, I am. I am rich and I am worthy. Yes, I am. Okay, you get it. I always have more money or success or happiness, or physical comfort or love or friends, whatever. I always have more money. That's a good one. General affirmations are great for daily or frequent use. Let's say that you're not crazy about your job. Every morning while brushing your teeth, you sing to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Happy, happy, yes, I am. I love working at my job. Feel free not to rhyme. You don't have to be Dr. Seuss to create good affirmations. This is so enjoyable. I'm so funny. I mean, I wrote this like, I don't know how long ago, but it's good. Okay. Or maybe you want to preserve your good health. You could say, I'm healthy and strong. I have a couple of general affirmations that I like. One is my bedtime prayer. Thank you, blessed be. And another is I always have more money, as mentioned above. Now, more lately, my general affirmations are, and I want to give you this if you don't already do it because it's really, really powerful. And that is, I am worthy of love, joy, and abundance. This is so old that it's not in there. Uh, and the other one is, I am worthy of being, doing, and having, and you can add feeling if you want to. I am worthy of being, doing, having, and feeling all that I want, love, and enjoy. That's a good one. And you can see how that's general, right? It's not saying anything about your job or about your love life or about a book or anything, right? It's just in general, I am worthy, get back to that worthiness thing, about I'm worthy of being, doing, having, and feeling all that I want, love, and enjoy. When you throw feeling in there, it kind of throws off the rhythm, but it's still good. Okay. Say those general affirmations as much as you like, tape them on the bathroom mirror, embroider them on pillows, beat the dang things to death. Say them and say them and say them. You'll do no harm. And sooner or later, those thoughts will worm their way into your subconscious. Now, here's a tip about affirmations of all kinds. Saying them as you are going to sleep is always going to be more effective than wandering around saying it during the day. Okay. As you close your eyes to go to sleep, that's when you want to repeat it at least 3 times. And that's for any kind of affirmation, but we're going to get to the specific kind in a minute. Okay. Specific ones are about specific things for manifesting. And you do not want to beat these to death. In fact, I recommend that you say, write, and or sleep with them under your pillow no more than 3 times each. So yes, you can say it 3 times before you go to sleep, but do it for 3 nights or do it every night for 3 weeks, that kind of thing. It's also good to say affirmations as you're waking up if you can remember to. And the reason is that those are the times when your brainiverse is kind of in that watery space that's the veil gets thin and you're kind of better in touch with all that is. And so this is how you affect your brain, your subconscious, etc. So thus, I love my new car instead becomes a little more specific. Like, I love my new roomy, runs like a top, great smelling, high gas mileage getting car. Notice I didn't say which kind of car by brand. And I said, learn about more about that in manifestation work with MoJo. Yeah. And you can also see I did a video somewhere when I got my new car a few years ago, and I did manifest that car, but it is a different car from what I really thought I wanted. So that was cool. Okay, time to create your own effective manifestations. I think that I'm sorry, affirmations. I think that this is. I don't think we need to go over all of it because you're getting it, but here are a couple of tips. Write it down. Keep an affirmation journal or write it on a sticky note or whatever. Say it out loud anytime you think of it or see it. And these are for general ones. Frequently, once daily is the minimum for stating a general affirmation, but in this case, more is better. Sing. I find, like I find that singing my affirmation along to a familiar tune or whatever's on the radio can be more effective. Right? I saw the sign. I've got a new car that I just love. Da, da, da. Okay. Share it. Tell a friend about your affirmation. Then he or she will be thinking about it too, adding their own energy more than doubles your own. I never thought about that. Oh, I must have thought of it at some point. Your specific ones, start by writing down 3 specific things that you really want right now, and be sure to use the 3 Ps. And that's pretty much, I've got more for the specifics. Okay, sleep on it 3 nights. Night, night, whisper or think your affirmation just before you drop off to sleep. This is especially good with the worthies. Frequent, nope, just 3 times max. You can feel free to throw your affirmations into a file or on a note on your phone if you really like to hang on to things. You can put the date with each one so that once in a while you can check them and see how those manifestations are coming along if you want to. But remember, when you repeat a specific affirmation over and over and over, or you put a vision board on the wall and you look at it every day, it is like going into a restaurant and telling the waiter, I'll have cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. He says, very good. He's here. I said that. I'm so Texan. And he goes off to the kitchen. And before he gets to the kitchen, you go, wait, 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 come back, come back. I'll have cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. Very good, ma'am. Off he goes to the kitchen. You call him back. Wait, come back. I'll have cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. So you can see that you're not releasing that desire. You are hanging on to being in the wanting part of it. Does that make sense? Yeah. And the stories of like in The Secret and things like that, and in my own experience, this has really happened. Vision boards that have been put away tend to yield. Okay. And meditation, definitely repeat specific affirmations while you are in a meditative state. 3 times is enough, but this is the one time I will allow you to repeat it more often like a mantra. Mantra. And so there are some more. And so, what I'm thinking is as I'm sharing this with you, I'm like, if you want it, drop a comment or email me at mojomedium@gmail.com and I'll just send it to you. It's a nice little freebie for you, and you can hang on to it and look at it every day, just like it's a vision board itself. All right. Um, I don't know. Candy, I'll let you say yes or no to this. Do we want to do angel card readings or not? Yeah. Okay. All right. So Candy has called it. She's made the executive decision. So I guess she's my chief decision officer, CDO. There you go. I like it. Okay, so we're going to do the 3x3. I'm using my Magical Mermaids and Dolphins cards by Dory Virtue. I've had it a very long time. You can see the cover's not in great shape. We're going to do the 3x3. 3 deep breaths, shuffle 3 times, and draw 3 cards. So I'm going to walk you through that. We will take 3 deep breaths. And as we do, I encourage you to think along these lines. Think of this thought. I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. One more time, I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead. Most people breathe slower than I do, and that's okay. I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times, and as I do so, I want you to consider your biggest question or concern right now. Okay, if you have too many to choose just one, or if you can't think of anything, because I put you on the spot, use the default question, what do I need to know right now? And you can add a topic. What do I need to know right now about XYZ? Okay. I'm going to shuffle the deck 3 times. You imbue the deck, imbue the cards with your question. All right. Now comes the last 3. Think of 1, 2, 3. I'm going to deal out 3 cards. So which card is your card? 1, 2, or 3? Okay. Don't overthink it. Just pick it out. All righty. Here we go. And I'm cutting the deck. Now, keep in mind, I drop the 3 cards face down. Keep in mind that, sorry, I just got distracted by something. Squirrel. Keep in mind that anytime you are witness to someone else's reading, there are likely to be messages in that reading that resonate with you. And if so, they are for you. So even though I had you choose a card for yourself, you may or may not get messages from the others as well. Okay, so just pay attention. If you chose card number one, this is your card. Ooh, divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is one of my favorite cards, especially because it says expect miracles. And expectation is faith, and that's a huge part of manifestation. Do you remember in the original Star Trek series when they had the episode of, I don't know if they called it this, the gunfight at the OK Corral, and some alien species made Kirk and Spock and McCoy and Scotty, they all had to go fight the Earps at the OK Corral. And so they knew that it wasn't real. They knew it was all illusory. But being human, everybody but Spock couldn't really, really, truly believe that. And so if they believed just a little that the bullets were real, then they would die, like the Clantons did at the OK Corral. So Spock does a mind meld with all of them. They're not real. They're shadow without substance. They're, yeah, oh gosh, that's a direct quote. Anyway, so he got them all set up, and then sure enough, they were not killed by the imaginary bullets. Very cool. Okay, so that's what this is. Expect miracles. When you believe it, it is. You know what they say about manifestation? Seeing is believing? No, believing is seeing. When you believe, you create. Okay, sorry. Divine magic. Let's see what this is about. This is specifically about money for you. And this is really exciting for me. I'm kind of getting a chill about that. It is specifically about money. That just expect a miracle. Something's going to happen in the next few days to a week that you'll be like, hallelujah, something wonderful happened. And maybe it's that good news card that I was talking about. That's the divine timing one. So we'll see. Maybe that matches that. All right. If you chose card number two, this is your card. Blessed change, a major life change brings you great blessings. I love this. So, just face value for this card, I always say that a lot of times change does not seem good. If you lose your job, for example, that's a huge change and it may feel like a terrible thing. But then let's say that you start your first business. Hello, that's what I did. Or let's say that you get another job that you like so much better and you realize, oh, I wish I had left there a long time ago. Then you realize that this major life change is a great blessing. Okay, so that's the kind of thing we're talking about here. Major life change. Oh, you know what? This feels to me like the first thing that comes through is baby. And I know not everybody is going to have a new baby in their life, but that would extrapolate into your family grows, uh, or you're gathering of friends, making a new friend, or somebody gets married, maybe you, but your family or your circle of friends will grow in the next few days to a week by at least one. So I kind of like that one. That's nice. Blessed change. I don't know why you would not like that at first. Maybe that wouldn't be the case with this particular one, but it will be great blessings. Okay. If you chose card number three, stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. I love that. I love it talking about miracles. Miracles, as I like to call them in the Greek pronunciation. That's a joke. Yeah, that's not really Greek. I don't speak Greek. Okay, so your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. What I love about this is it says, don't quit right before the miracle occurs, and that means the miracle is going to occur if you don't give up. So I love that. Okay, so stay optimistic. For you, this feels like more about work this time. It's more about work. Like things will be better soon, or a miracle will happen. Just hang in there. But yeah, it does feel like it's about work. So I love for people to come back here after they've seen this and after a few days to a week, and the message comes through, come back and comment, what that meant to you. You can email me with it, mojomedium@gmail.com. I'm on most social media as at the Mojo Medium. You can always find me. So send me a message. Let me know what's going on with you. And I am going to let you go today. Candy, thank you again for being here as my Chief Decision Officer. And I look forward to